Maybe I'll check in the book.
Hare Krishna.
Important news. Some form of you can say. Yes, Mata, you can come there.
No, after full week work, Friday evening, coming for a class, I think that Nidra Devi has a special benediction. You know what's that? Nidra Devi, when she was attacking, so she got a benediction that wherever Bhagavad Gita happens, and she can go and attack.
Yeah.
So I will try, but she won't attack you. So what's the special? Especially in August, very special month. I was saying, I like you say Independence Day.
They all salience this.
Oh, okay. That's right. Some New Zealand citizens also. Yes, especially early morning medicine. I was in market yesterday morning. So I go market around 2:30. We start from temple. That's midnight market. Midnight market, wholesale market. Yes. From there they buy and go to all over Victoria. That's what it is so humble. So the first news I could hear is Chandrayaan.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday. Nice. Chandrayaan. It's actually important for I think Nidra really attacked his. That's okay. Yeah, it's fine. That's okay. Don't worry. I'll check. That's what I'm told. So, yeah, it's very important for many reasons. Especially for India, sending a rocket to space that to accurately going to the destination, very important for security reasons. Neighboring countries always may try to attack in different ways. One of the main reasons that an administrator, if you see Vedic administration also, you just come across the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, right? And there you might have heard so many names, warriors, and they are all equipped with different strengths, isn't it? Arjuna himself is a great warrior. Yeah, he got so many weapons. One of the best weapons he had, Pashupati Astra. He went to please Lord Shiva and got the Pashupati Astra, because that is all to protect his citizens. When it is needed, he has to use it. Otherwise, enemy can attack anytime. So similarly, for a country, it is required, necessary to show their own strength. If you come to me, I have something to defend you. So in that sense, it is very important. But there may be different reasons, maybe geological research purpose, that all those. And main protection one can give, even when I was in bachelor's, one of the aims is to join army. We had NCC training, all those 3 years of army training on the field, learning how to disassemble rifles, shooting, all those. But that army, either you might protect the country or may not protect. There are different things you might have learned during your battle sessions, Adhyatmic Adhibhautik lecture. Although we may have powerful army who can protect you from the mind. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, if mind is controlled, that's our biggest friend. If it is not content, worst enemy, isn't it? Yeah. So all the fights, all those things happen from the mind. So before you conquer the outside enemy, one has to conquer the inside enemy. So spiritual knowledge gives how to conquer that inside enemy. And Krishna, this month's specialty is Janmashtami coming soon. Because of Adhika months, it's extended for the month. Otherwise, by this time, we have nice Janmashtami. So when is Janmashtami? 11 September. And who appears before Janmashtami, before Krishna comes? Who is his elder brother? Who? Well, what color? Blue, black, yellow, white, red. White. White. Correct? Yeah. Have you seen Jagannath? What color is? Yeah. Subhadra? Yellow. Yes. Jagannath is black color. Blackish, not black. Blackish. Whitish, Bhagvan, and Subhadra Maharaji is in yellowish. First Balram appears. Then is Balram. Very small. 31st. 31st. That's very special. Imagine recently our Indian president, not president, prime minister, PM Narendra Modi. It was a big news, right? He is coming to the place where we are living. He's coming to the place where we are living. It was such a big event. Have you seen? Such a big event. The Prime Minister of Australia was so wondered. We never had this much gathering. Although I'm the Prime Minister of this country, I never had this much big welcome. He was so wondered. So, yeah, exactly. You see, huh? Exactly. He called Modi is the boss. Of course, he is, because he is a devotee. When the Prime Minister came, it was so big news for us. Big news. All the Indians who are related to that person, who identify with the country, we all went. Even although we are brahmacharis, we were watching online. You see, yeah, he is coming from the same place. So anyone related to come to see us, it is so big thing. Imagine Krishna has appeared. Krishna appeared, Even in our own family, loved ones' birthdays, we remember. Anything you can forget. In marriage, anything you can forget. No problem. You forget your key, you forget your bank password number, anything you forget, no problem. If you forget two things, you will be in trouble. One is your wife's birthday and your marriage. If you forget these two things, miserable life. But those are so important, right? The Supreme Lord himself is appearing. How special it would be. That is coming. In Bhagavad Gita, if you read it, the sequence where Krishna himself is coming. Oh, yeah, you see it. In Bhagavad Gita, right after third chapter discussion, third chapter ends with a discussion where Arjuna asks a question. Bhagavad Gita is such a nice book. You don't see how many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita, 19 or 20? So in 18 chapters, total how many verses are there? You don't know. 700 slokas are there in Bhagavad Gita. In 700 slokas, not even one place, Krishna tells, Arjuna, tell this I am telling you. Just believe it. Just believe it. Nowhere he tells in 700 verses. It's actually a conversation. Bhagavad Gita is biggest conversations one can have. 700 dialogues. Biggest conversation. And the conversation goes in different levels. It's not that Krishna tells, oh, he is God, he is my friend, Arjuna is just accepting. No. You see, Arjuna is posing questions. The first question itself, generally, if you are taking a Uber, now you give instructions to the Uber driver, take me there. So he just has to take the order carrier. Uber driver is just an order carrier. But in the Bhagavad Gita, you see, instead of Krishna getting the order, getting a request, you teach me. So that's where Bhagavad Gita actual teaching starts. In the second chapter, Arjuna asks, I'm perplexed with what is happening around me. I cannot understand whether I should fight or not fight. He is not a person with low caliber and low skills. These days, if you apply for a job, you may not have right skills, but we will just pose. We crack interview somehow or other. Later, Google is there to help us. Google Guru. But you feel nervous, right? Because you don't have skill. So when you're doing something, you feel nervous because of lack of skill. In the Arjuna skill, it's not lack of skill. It is not lack of expertise. It's not lack of intelligence. It's just a pressure he is going through, and he is so confused that he cannot understand whether what is good, whether should I fight or not fight. In that situation, he says, Karpanya dosha. Karpanya dosha means miserly weakness. Who is a miser? What is miser means? You are understanding.
Experiment, not giving
Can a beggar become miser? Okay. But he doesn't have any money. That's why he's a beggar. If a beggar becoming miser means he doesn't have anything, what he will give or what he will give. But miser means one who has everything, but he don't know how to utilize it. Now somebody may have billions of dollars, but he doesn't know how to utilize it, and he don't even give. Confused, yes, confused miser. So Arjuna is in that situation. Actually, he has everything, but he don't know how to utilize his skills, abilities, expertise, discrimination. He doesn't know. So that's why he says, Karpanya dosho pahatasvavaha prashyamitvam dharma sammuda cheta. Dharma sammuda. I'm in a perplexed condition. Dharma sammuda. Please, Shishasteham Shadimam Sampradam. I am becoming your Shishya. I supposed to give you order, do this, do that, but now I am becoming your Shishya. You order me, what should I do? In that place it starts. Although he became a Shishya, whenever Krishna is telling something, he asks questions. So like that conversation goes. First, Krishna starts in second chapter, and towards the end, Arjuna asks another question. Okay, Krishna explains, okay, person who is very expert and in controlling the mind and senses, those who are expert in spirituality, he should behave like this. Then Arjuna asks a question, Krishna, you're telling all this. An expert spiritual person should be behaving like this. What are his symptoms? So like that second chapter, towards the end, he asks a question. There Krishna explains how a person should behave, what are his activities, how he interacts with the outside world. So all this he explains. Then in the third chapter, again Arjuna asks another question. Third chapter begins with a question. So there again Arjuna asks, okay Krishna, you're telling me renunciation is better. Stopping all the activity and just going to the forest is better. In that case, why you are encouraging me to fight? That's another question. And again Krishna answers. Towards the end, again Arjuna asks another question. Now you are asking me not to do this thing, but some people helplessly they do. What is it? And again Krishna gives answer. It's lust only. Because of that, they helplessly do. As you study in your weekly classes, you will come verse by verse. This week we don't go in that regular fashion. And then third chapter ends with Krishna's answer. Again in the fourth chapter beginning, Krishna tells, actually all this knowledge I have spoken to some God long, long ago. So that's where the fourth chapter starts. He says, Imam vivashyate yogam praptavan aham avyayam. The fourth chapter, first verse. I have spoken. He says, Imam vivashyate, Sri Bhagvan vacha, Imam vivashyate yogam praptavan aham avyayam. Vivaswan manuvetraha manu ikshakave abhrave. He says, the personality of Godhead said, Lord Krishna, is saying, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god, Vivaswan, and Vivaswan instructed it to Manu, and the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku. And in the next verse he says, in a parampara chain of disciplic succession, it is passed on to the next person, but that chain was broken. In the third verse he says, Sayeva Mayate Adhya. So this, in the short term, this chain was broken. So I am again instructing it to you. So Bhagavad Gita is not a new thing, not just 5,000 years old. It was always existing. In between, when the chain is broken, again Krishna re-establishes it. Okay, Krishna made a statement. I instructed it to sun god long ago. Arjuna asked a question. No, he says, Arjuna saying, the sun god Vivaswan is senior by birth to you. Thus Arjuna and Krishna of the equal age. They are equals. And you and me are both same age. I never seen you going to the sun god and instructing them. But he is a senior by birth to you. How am I to understand that in the beginning you instructed this science to me? Arjuna is asking you. It's a fair question, right? You both are friends, and in and out, he knows about you. And you tell him, I have instructed this knowledge to PM Modi. I never seen you going out. When did you do it? So like that, Arjuna is asking this question. And in return to that question, Krishna tells, actually, you and me have taken many births together. Both of you and have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot, O subduer of the enemies. So Krishna is saying. So there he establishes his position. And if you have noticed in Bhagavad Gita, where was first Krishna introduced in Bhagavad Gita? How he was introduced in the chapters of Bhagavad Gita, what he was doing, where he appeared first in Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, he was driving chariot of Krishna, sorry, Arjuna. For a position, you might have discussed this. He was the Lord himself, but taking that humble position of the chariot driver. Isn't it? And if you have noticed, although he was introduced, but what was the name called by? It is Sri Bhagvan Vacha, correct? First verse, who is speaking? First verse, Dhritarashtra Vacha. Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, Samaratha, Very good. So he's asking, Dhritarashtra is asking question. Kim Akurvata Sanjaya, what my sons are believed. And there Dhritarashtra Uvacha. And next Sanjaya Uvacha. And next Arjuna Uvacha. Arjuna is asking, Shanaya Rupayor Madhya Ratam Stapayamya Achyuta. Arjuna Uvacha. But when it comes to Krishna speaking, why it is not say Krishna Uvacha? Was mentioned Bhagavan Uvacha, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Even in this verse, it says Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Even the fifth verse it starts Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. So what is Bhagavan mean? God. Very good. And we all have different names other than our given name. What is your name? You don't know your name. Is beyond the word. Aditya. What is it? The sun. What's your name? Raghav. What is his name? Sriram. Do you have any other name other than Aditya? No other name. Adi, Adi. If you are second child or the first child, again you will get different names. So true. So true. But oh, you are the only child. Okay.
Where are you today?
What's your name? Housing and speaker. What is your name? God of love. Okay. What's your name, though? Ashif. What Ashif? Yeah, I know it. Do you have any pet name? Yeah. What's Chiti? What is it? Oh, Chiti. Photo? Okay. Okay. You know, we all have different names, right? Do you have any other name?
Yes.
Lovely. Bubbly, lovely. What is your name? Yeah. What is it? So, okay. You have any other pet name? You have any other pet name other than Gia? Hey, what is your name? He is busy there. So we all have different names. If you go to office, your name changes. Manager, sir. Your based on your position, you will get the names also, right? And if you carefully observe, all these names we may have, but we may not possess the quality of that name. Isn't it? Now somebody may be having a name Padmamu, but he may be Adarmu. See, it doesn't really make sense, his name and his quality. But when it comes to Krishna, so he 100% have the quality of his name. So what is the name Krishna means? Okay. Dark blue night, yeah, that is also correct. Krishna means dark. Yeah. But what is exactly Krishna means? Yeah, one of the features, all blissful, absolute truth, very good. Any? Pure, Krishna means pure. Yeah, he is Shuddha. These are all the qualities of Krishna, very good. Krishna means all attractive. Akashayati. So Krishna means the literal translation Akashayati Krishna. So Krishna means all attractive. So what actually attracts? the quality, isn't it? Someone's quality attracts us. What we do next 5 minutes, we will divide it into groups. You know, our Matatis may be in one group, all Prabhus in one group. Yeah. Write down. What is that? Okay. No problem. So what we do, you write down what actually attracts you in this world. What attracts you in this world. So you write down whatever, it doesn't matter. If money attracts, write money.
It has to be one thing.
No, anything. So you come up with different attractions. You come up with different attractions, whatever attracts you. If beauty attracts beauty, money attracts, position attracts, or certain quality, anything. So whatever attracts you in this world, somebody likes nature, write it like that. So whatever attracts you, you write it down. Don't write your wife's name or husband's name.
And also, someone else's voice.
Okay, I put alarm clock. If you want, marker, I have markers. Okay. Markers are here. So,
Now give it to Uncle.
Yeah.
that's something. Really. That's something interesting.
Yes.
Okay. We'll give somebody what we want to give. Doctor. Okay. So next 2 minutes. Haribol, next 2 minutes, write qualities. So these are all the different items. Right. Service, association, devotion, travel, different items. Now, in a person, what makes you attractive?
Okay.
Now it's in a person. It's a person.
Prabhuji?
Yes. Okay, strength. What is what quality? Which quality attracts you? Your friends what attracts you?
Just take one right there.
Without me, for their possibility. हाँ अच्छा ओवर हो गया भाई क्या पूरी किताब बन गई हो गया
Okay, one member can present it. There should be more. Only few can. Okay.
Okay. So, in terms of what Prabhuji like, on the left hand side, what you see, or rather my right hand side, what you see are the more like nouns, right? And on the my left hand side, what you see is the adjectives, right? In terms of what are the qualities of people that we. So, to begin on the right hand side, Prabhuji, we have got nature.
Then the nature of what attracts generally?
The natural beauty, just to walk around.
Yeah, beauty of the nature.
Beauty of
and
the
the
nature.
calmness of the nature.
Yes, sir.
Grandeur. Yeah.
The next one is service. Mostly because when we do service, somehow, at least my personal feeling, and I'm sure with others as well, it's more like somehow it breaks your egos, and you feel you're feeling it.
You feel fulfillment.
Indeed, indeed. Then association, I mean, it goes without said, associations. We have this lovely association. They got devotion, which is quite highly correlated with association. That is traveling.
What comes in the traveling? Excitement.
It's excitement indeed.
Yeah.
It is excitement. Khushi. Prashadam. Well. Srila Prabhupada. Yes. And finally, it's the music.
Music.
Right? This
Yes.
Krishna Mahamantra. Yes. Okay. And finally, on the left hand side, is all the adjectives from which you said. So this is humility. I think knowledge is again very attractive power.
Can you give any example for humility that is very attractive? Not me.
Prabhuji, you are one of the epitomes of humility.
So if you see APJ Abdul Kalam.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
He is, right? Such a humble, maybe,
Very humble.
person. Yeah. Knowledge.
Then Prabhuji, knowledge, and we get to see the knowledge in so many people. It's
Yeah.
just that you have to be more absorbing.
Exactly.
Fitness,
Fitness.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Then comes the beauty, right? And whether it's the natural beauty or
Natural
even in humans the beauty
Yes.
in different forms, not prettiness, but
Mm.
the faith,
Yes.
right? I mean, we were just talking about Ladu Prasad Yadav with the power and the fame,
Yes.
and then finally the gratitude.
Yes.
Just, I think this goes back to the fulfillment thing that
Exactly. Very nice.
this is up to you.
You can find it if you have something.
Krishna Mahamantra, वो उनका attraction.
That's a special reward.
That's a special one.
Special word. We cannot compete with that. Mataji. Shopping stuff. Shopping experience.
We have a long list actually. First is temple duties. No, it's okay. So first is temple duties. Definitely हम मंदिर जाते हैं तो उनकी खूबसूरत उनकी सजावट होती है जैसे उनको सजाया जाता है तो वो बहुत attractive है. So kind of smile Krishna carrying in all the duties. So वो हमें बहुत attract होती है. And second, which everybody agrees to, was Bhakti Viksha. I think Bhakti Viksha is something which is connecting us, and that is why we are here. We love coming on Fridays, and added to that association, Sapta Association हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है. And traveling to scenic places, nature, which is common. Nature and Bhagwan से हम जुड़ पाते हैं. And kids and family, because we're very caring for our kids. कीर्तन हमें बहुत attract करता है. कीर्तन करते हैं. And scriptures, because again भगवान की बातें होती हैं उसमें हमें सुनना अच्छा लगता है. कुछ लोगों को बॉलीवुड गाने भी अच्छे लगते हैं, सब करना भी अच्छा लगता है, तो डांस करना भी अच्छा लगता है, आर्ट अच्छा लगता है. और कॉमन अगेन प्रसादम, वो हमें अगेन कृष्णा की याद दिलाता है. बस ये हमारी qualities में
Qualities. More are there. More list is there. Not ending.
qualities में humbleness, caring attitude for all, and truthfulness. जो आप जिस इंसान से बात करो कितना सच कहता है ना और डील करता है उसको. And service attitude again, कि हम किस सेवा भाव से लोगों को अपना प्यार देते हैं. Helpful nature हमारा और knowledge attract करती है. And good energy, good vibes. Motivating talks, listening to lectures. Then beauty, which is all pervading. And कुछ लोगों को good voice, artistic चीजें, leadership, quality, और innocence. Innocence.
We have so many attractions in this world. Now, if you carefully observe, there are so many qualities attracts us in this world. So we may name something, but we may not name them. But actually, anything attracts us in this world. Krishna possesses them. Krishna possesses whatever attracts us in this world. Krishna have them in an ocean. In the nectar of devotion, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Srila Rupa Goswami explains, he although it is a big ocean, he lists them, summarizes them into 64 qualities. And generally, human beings possesses those 64 qualities up to maximum 70%. Up to maximum 55 qualities only. The highest person, Lord Brahma, may possesses all of them all the 55 qualities include. So one of the first one is called Suramyanga. One of the qualities is Suramyanga, beautiful bodily limbs. If somebody have beautiful bodily limbs, they are very much attractive. The whole Bollywood, Tollywood, all the industry is running because of that attraction. Although it may be just a makeup cover, but still it's attractive. But that attraction is only for few years. Bollywood actor or Tollywood actor, only when he is in their prime youth. But later it goes away. But Krishna's beauty is Suramyanga. It's not just in any person. Maybe nose may be attractive, eyes may be attractive, cheeks may be attractive, or neck may be attractive, hands may be attractive, fingers may be attractive, legs may be attractive. But not all the bodily limbs are attractive. But in Krishna, every bodily part is completely attractive. So that's why it's called Suramyanga. It is the epitome of the attraction. So that's why it is all attractive. So all these attractions, if one possesses, generally all these 64 items, qualities mentioned, and to call somebody possessing completely, so that is Krishna. And Krishna is also called Bhagvan. So Parasara Muni, Vyasadev's father. Who is Srila Vyasadeva?
His husband.
Vasudeva, not Vasudeva. Vedavyas. Yes, he is the one who wrote all the Vedic literature. So Vyasadeva's father, yes, Bhagavad Gita also. Bhagavad Gita comes in where? Mahabharata. So Vyasadeva's father, who is he? Parasara Muni. In the Parasara Samhita, he writes, if at all, if we want to call somebody Bhagavan, he gives 6 qualities. He should possess those 6 qualities in full. He says, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yasataha, Shriya, Jnana, Vairagyasya, Shanam, Bhaga, Itingana. Bhaga means opulences. And those are Aishwaryasya. Aishwarya means, well, we know only one girl counted in numbers. But that's one of the girls. Now we do this month, many people wear Lakshmi Vrata or Lakshmi Vrata. In South, it's very common. Today is Lakshmi Vrata, correct? So it's not just one Lakshmi, Ashta Lakshmi they worship, correct? So one is Dana Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi, Santana Lakshmi, more Gaja Lakshmi, Aishwarya Lakshmi, Vijay Lakshmi. So all these 8 Lakshmis are there. All sum total called Aishwarya. If somebody possesses them, they are very famous. Rich people. Who is the richest person now? That's it. whole world. Jeff Bezos. Changed. Last year somebody said Tesla or Elon Musk. That was old. If you answer now. Okay. See, in the material world, the richness always changes. Who was the person stayed for longer? Bill Gates. He is no more because after he got divorced, 50% gone. 50% gone. See, in the material world, the riches, although they become attractive for some time, put them down. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is Lakshmi Pati. So to whoever Lakshmi we are trying to go and do all the gimmicks, husband of that Lakshmi. Now where would generally wife reside? A chaste wife. Wherever husband is there, isn't it? And people all go and do all kinds of gimmicks to attract Lakshmi. Instead, if you approach husband, she automatically comes. You invite husband. In the case of Daksha Yajna, what was wrong? Daksha, he did not invite Lord Shiva. So that's not the problem. So if he had invited Lord Shiva, automatically Sati also will come. But Sati, again, she has to beg, oh, my father, whether he invites or doesn't invite, doesn't matter. I want to go there. The whole scene came, Lord Shiva tells, don't go, he will insult you. But again, it happened. So generally, wherever husband is there, wife resides there. If you see in the common world, people worship two personalities very much. Actually three. But two most important. One is Lakshmi, and the other one guess who? Ganesh. Because one is to remove all the obstacles, and the other one is to get all the wealth. And surprisingly, sometimes people come to temple, they ask for these two photos combination. And when we come from India also, parents then take this very auspicious to keep. You know what? Diwali. Yeah, Lakshmi Ganapati Puja there. You know, one time one person came to ask for this photo in the temple. He was asking me how it's Lakshmi Ganapati photo. Just to tease him, I asked, who are they? He said, wife and husband. So people doesn't know what's the relation, who the personality. But you see the behind motivation. You want something, it doesn't matter whoever it is. If they are giving. Yeah, but people doesn't know. You are all biased and very nice people. That's why you know all this. But many people doesn't know. They just go to temple, mother tells, okay, do three pradakshina, they do. Do the ganta bell for 3 times, they do. You do khanta, they give. So they will ask Ashtotra or Sahasra in the temple. You tell Ashtotra or whatever, and they ask you what is your Gotra. You'll tell nobody knows what is Gotra, what is Ashtotra, why I have to do only 3 times, why I have to ring the bell. Without knowing that we do all this. It is still important, it's very good. It's better than not doing anything. But we have to have some knowledge. So Krishna possesses all the wealth in complete. Is Lakshmi Pati. He said in Bhagavad Gita, he says, Bhoktaram Ijnatamusam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. I am the enjoyer of all the sacrifices. And I am the Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. I am the in charge of all the lokas, not just one loka, Sarvaloka. And in Brahma Samhita it is mentioned that Lakshmi Sahasra Satasambrahma Sevyamana. So whatever Lakshmi we are trying to go and beg for this and that. And those Lakshmis, Sahasra Satasambrahma Sevyamana. Sahasra means thousands of Lakshmis Sevyamana. They want to always eager to render some service. If you read Krishna book, towards the end, when all the queens of Dwaraka met Devaki, first time, Devaki was asking, what is your name, what you do, like that she was asking, all the queens were telling, my name is this, I do this service, my name is that, I do this, that service. All these queens are Lakshmis, appeared. They are eager to render service for the Lord. That's why it's Lakshmi Pati. If you want to have good wealth, everything, it is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam and Chanakya Niti also, where the family, without any clashes, good relationships are there, and where they don't feed a person who is not qualified, there Lakshmi resides. Where there is no um, family problem issues, and where there is no parasites in the family, there Lakshmi resides. And most importantly, where Krishna resides, obviously Lakshmi resides. That's the first one, Aishwaryasya. The next one is Viryasya. Viryasya means strength. Strength. One of the qualities of 64 qualities of Krishna is Baliyan. Baliyan means strong, strength. How Krishna showed his strength. Yeah. Yeah, he lifted Govardhan Hill just on the pinky. Just on the pinky. How old he was when he lifted? He was just 7 years old. Now, any 7-year-old boy? Aditya, how old are you? 11. See, here, how old are you? 8. You? What's your name? Sejal. Okay. 7 years old. Can you lift this one? You don't know. Not only that, when Krishna was just months baby, whom did he kill? Putana. Putana did. He was just a baby, and Putana, Krishna Kamsa inspected Putana. Now, whoever born within this last 60 days, you kill all the babies. And Putana, she is such a Mayavi, she can transform herself to any form. So when she want to enter to Braj, she transforms herself to a beautiful lady, beautiful bodily features, holding with one hand she was holding her saree, with another hand she was holding a lotus flower. And she is coming, and everybody thinking she is like a Mother Lakshmi, and coming to see her Lord Narayan. So that's why they also welcome. But when she finally came to Krishna, Krishna closed his eyes. Oh, I came to re-establish Dharma, and I came to destroy these demons, but I have to kill this woman first, because killing a woman is not accepted according to Vedic tradition, although she is a demon. So, but Krishna, although he was lying as a baby, small baby, he sucked the breast milk. She offered her breast milk, but also for the lifetime. Then she transformed herself into her original form. It said 80 miles long. 80 miles long, so big thing. And after that, he killed the Pinabrata also. And then he killed who? Which demon? Shakatasur. You know, we say 5 months old baby, they don't even know turning before they are Annaprasana, the first rice grain ceremony. They don't know how to turn also. And Mother Yashoda, she put him under the cot. And if you were just babies, they lift their legs and play, right? Or Prabhu might know, he was an 8 months old baby. He just kicked in the air. And Krishna just kicked. And it is mentioned his lotus feet is so mrudu. Even the little baby, what we have, their skin is so soft, isn't it? Even little thing touches, whole thing turns to reddish. And Krishna's body is so smooth. It is mentioned that when you go to Vrindavan, you go to Tamal tree. When you go to Vrindavan or Krishna Balaram Mandir, there is one old Tamal tree. You touch the twigs of the Tamal tree, so soft. That's the closest comparison Acharyas give to know Krishna's softness. With that soft body, he kicked and Shakasura died. Right. But in the case of Putana, you see, Krishna, although she is a demoness, came to kill him. And she killed all the different boys also in the Braj. But Krishna not only killing, what position he gave? Mother position. If somebody trying to cheat us, trying to hack us, are trying to do some harm, we don't give any excuse to them. But he came to kill, but still he gave mother's position. Mother's position is one of the unique positions. So Krishna gave that position. And how soft his heart made it. And so Acharyas glorify Krishna's kindness. And he is although small baby, little baby, he is powerful. Aishwaryasya. First one is Aishwaryasya. Next one is Veeryasya. Next one is Yashashaha. Yashashaha means his fame. So he is not just famous in this world. He is famous all the different planetary systems, entire universe is famous. So somebody may be famous for particular country only, particular place only. Like if you take some famous hero from the Tollywood or Bollywood or Hollywood, whatever wood. He is famous for a particular area only, in that particular field only. If you take a politician, he is famous for that particular region only. If some famous hero comes to Melbourne, only we know. Others will say, come in the queue. We may welcome them, but others they say, come in the queue. But Krishna's fame is not like that. Krishna is famous all the places, all the time, all the world. People may know him directly or indirectly, but they do. Because everything is Krishna's energy. Somebody may acknowledge the energy of a person or not acknowledge the energy of a person. Like say, for example, when you go on the street, you maybe jump the red signal. You may acknowledge the government or not acknowledge. You will get the bill. So like that subtly they work. Similarly, Krishna says, he says, whatever powerful things you see in this world, Krishna says, that's me, that's my enemy. He says, Ekamshena Sito Jagat. It's just one fragment of my energy and sustaining the entire world. And his fame is so much that so many rishis and yogis for so many lifetimes, they just meditating for his mercy. That much famous he is. And still Bhagavad Gita, recent days, you might have observed in the TV Oppenheimer movie. Although it is negative propaganda or negative usage, but still he is famous. So Krishna is famous entire world. And next one, that is Yashasha. First one is Aishwarya. Next one, Veeryasya. And this is Yashasha. The next one is Shriya. Shriya means beauty. His beauty. And his beauty, and in the material world, our beauty is attracted to only within our species. Within our one species only. Even African may not be attracted to us, but attracted to African people. A pig may not be attracted to us, but it is attracted to he pig. But Krishna is not like that. Of course, we cannot compare any attraction with Krishna. He is mentioned, that's why he is absolute truth. But there is no comparison to him. Asamordhva. Even to compare somebody with Krishna's beauty is like Aishwarya Rai is very beautiful than pig. What comparison? People say it's nonsense. What you're talking is nonsense. How can you compare pig with Aishwarya Rai? Both are different. Same thing. If we try to compare anything with Krishna, is an insult. That's why it's called Asamordhva. Asamordhva. There is nobody equal There is nobody above. And there is nobody competing second also. He came second, he came third, came first. No, there is nothing like that. There is no comparison. So that is Krishna's beauty. So whatever attracts us in this world, Krishna possesses that in an ocean. And its beauty, in Srimad Bhagavatam is mentioned when he was going, even the trees, because everything is conscious. Everything is conscious. When the person in charge of that consciousness comes, they will show the symptom. Even you see, there are so many studies conducted. You go and speak one tree, always abusive words, and you speak one tree with nice praising words. Their growth is entirely different. Scientifically proven. Because they have consciousness. They can be attracted. When Krishna was walking along the Yamuna, all the trees were attracted and they were bending. Even the birds which were flying, seeing Krishna's beauty, they forgot how to fly. And the calves and cows which were eating grass, when Krishna comes, seeing the beauty, they forgot how to chew also. Because how explains so nicely. So that much attractive Krishna is. And all the bumblebee beasts, they come around the face of Krishna, around his Vaijayanti Mala. So that much attractive Krishna is. And he always says, Navayoga Mancha. Brahmaji says, every morning we pray in the temple also, Samnatva Karati, to Brahma Samhita prayers. Anybody knows? Venum Khanvan Samaravinda Bhagavata. Brahmaji is glorifying Krishna's beauty. He says, Venum Khanvan Samaravinda Bhagavata. Bharatatam Samasitam Vidasundara. Kandar Bhakoti Kamaniya Vikesha Shobham. Govinda Vani Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Says Kandharva. Kandharva means the Lord of Love. Who is that? Cupid. Madan. No, one time Cupid approached Narad Muni. He said, Narad Muni, I am going to attack you with my 5 arrows. Make sure, be ready. Narad Muni said, Cupid, what you will get? I am Chota Mota Ola. Even you attack me, I will fall down. You won't get any fame. But there is one person in Vrindavan, go to Keshigarh. He stands under the tree. You better attract him. You put your arrows at him. Then your fame is spread all over the world. Okay, good. He goes to Keshigarh. He sees from the side, Krishna was standing there with his flute in a ribbon form. Soon as we see Krishna's beauty, that's it. He forgot to throw the arrows in it. So that's why he is called Madan Mohan. One who enchanted the Madan also, Cupid. So we are all enchanted by that Cupid only. And that Cupid enchanted by Krishna's beauty. And Krishna enchanted by Radharani. That's why her name is Madan Mohana Mohini. Krishna is Madan Mohan, Radharani is Madan Mohana Mohini. One who enchants Krishna also with her beautiful qualities. Especially the devotional quality which she has. So that's the beauty of Krishna, that enchants the entire world. And his eyes in the Srimad Bhagavatam comes a verse that he is wearing a peacock feather. He says, Barhapidam Natavaro Karnayo Kadnikaram. Barhapidam is the peacock feather. Barhapidam Natavaro. He is form, always preventing form. Natavaro. He is the best dancers. Natavar. Natavar, Vapu. Vapu means body. His body is so nicely covered in bending form. Natavara Vapu. And what he is wearing? Karnayo Kadnikaram. He is wearing Karnikara flowers in his ear. And Viprat Vasha Kanaka Kapisham. And his garments are Viprat Vasha. Very glittering yellowish garments. is very. And there is always his flute. There is one song written by um, Krishna has to give that memory. Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, Vallabhacharya. Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, Matta Smriti Jnanam Apopnamcha. From me, remembrance, forgetfulness, and intelligence come. Even to remember Krishna has to be. So Vallabhacharya writes Adaram Madhuram. That was so beautiful. He glorifies all the beautiful bodily parts of Krishna. Everything related to Krishna is Madhur. So that is the sweetness. So first one is Aishwarya, Viryasya, Yashvatana, Shriya. Next one is Jnana. Jnana. And Krishna's knowledge is unlimited. He is the source of knowledge. Sachidananda. Sat means eternal, Chit means knowledge, Ananda means bliss. And Krishna, we are also Sachidananda, but we are a tiny particle of Sachidananda. If you compare an ocean, a drop, we are. Qualitatively, we are same, but quantitatively, we are different. And Krishna's knowledge is not time-bound knowledge, or not say a particular area. Say you work in, what did you study?
In India or
Here,
yeah,
cookery, and you working as a banking. Say one field, another, and you, Prabhu, what did you study? Finance. So your knowledge is completely different. What did you study?
I did media studies.
Me. Okay. So that's entirely different. You, Prabhu? Economics, different. You? Hmm? Computer science. That's another ever changing. You computers. Deepak, Prabhu, you? Accounting. That's another number game. See, we have so many different segments of knowledge, and none of the professors can claim I am expert in all the university courses. Nobody can claim. But Krishna is not like that. He is expert in all of them, and he is expert in all the languages. One of the qualities is Vividha Adbhuta Bhashavi. We may speak one language, two language, three language, but Krishna can speak unlimited languages. Even the birds, bees, cows, all the languages. And he tells in Bhagavad Gita, no, he tells, I know what is past, present, and future also. And all the knowledge, Veda is called knowledge. So all the knowledge, Veda is coming from Krishna. In the Bhagavatam, first verse says, Tene Brahma Hudaya Adi Kavaya. So even to Brahmaji, Krishna gave that knowledge. Tene Brahma Hudaya, within the heart. And he is available for us also to give that knowledge. And what is the source of our knowledge? Right knowledge? Scriptures, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So those are the real education. That is why it is mentioned that Vidya Bhagavat Bhavati. Vidya means knowledge. Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam. Avadi means limit. So for our knowledge, the limit is Bhagavatam. It's not that I did PhD 1, 2, 3, but PhD is just one fraction of the entire ocean. That too unlimited, incomplete. They just give you 6 years or it's not finished. You his doctorate, you'll go and do it. That's it. We have one devotee in Bhagvan. He did for 8 years. He is not able to complete his PhD. And finally they said, okay, take it. we approve your process. He was doing research on protein synthesis, biotechnology. Like there are so many others. Our knowledge is also limited and it's always changing. But Krishna, Vedas are not like that. Vedas, 5,000 years, million years ago, same Veda, now also same Veda. They will never change. They never change. The Vedic, that's why they are axiomatic truths, for which there is no argument in accepting Vedic truth. You just take it. Because they are always true. And Krishna possesses that knowledge. That's why even in this verse beginning we discussed that Krishna is telling Arjuna, you have forgotten, but I did not forget. I remember because I am the Vibhu. You are just Anu. Vibhu means greatest. You are Anu means smallest. We tend to forget, but Krishna is not meant to forget. And he remembers everything, whatever. As a Paramatma, even our remembrance is coming from Krishna. Mata Smriti Jnana. In the Bhagavad Gita, different places, Krishna, when it comes to Paramatma discussion, he says, Upadrishta, Anamanta, Bhokta, Bharta, Maheshwara. He is the one who sanctions all our different desires. Everything is coming from him. Like in the computer, you put all your data in a hard disk. Science may say, I put all the knowledge, whatever I learned, in the brain cells. But nobody knows how it is getting retrieved. You may have now, 1 terabyte hard disk in your computer, but if the computer is not plugged in and somebody is retrieving from external, it cannot get automatically. Somebody has to ask. Similarly, we may storing in the brain, but to get that out, we need super soul's intervention. Soul. And Krishna, he gives. Sometimes we see some things when we are doing, as if some third person within ourselves is talking to us. So that is Paramatma. He gives that knowledge. In Bhagavad Gita says, Teshan Satapayuktanam Bhajatam Priti Dadami Buddhi Yoga. From within, I give Buddhi Yoga. I give intelligence to you, knowledge to you, from within. As he is given to Brahmaji. And then the last one, first one is Aishwarya, Yashasana, Priya, Jnana. And the last one is Vairagya. Vairagya. Okay, I possess entire wealth and I possess complete beauty. And I possess full fame and possess complete knowledge. But still, I'm detached from everything. Krishna is like that. No, he created the entire material world for us. It's like somebody say, now we actually don't notice everything. Everything given by the Lord. We may temporarily put our acquisition on it. Say, for example, recently, few years ago, Bitcoin was very popular. When the Bitcoin was new, one of my friends put all the investment in the Bitcoin, and he borrowed money from different places wherever he could, invested in Bitcoin. He was just going like this. I got all the money. It was on the peak. So what he did, it was going high and high. He lent money from different places, 1 crore somehow, and he invested everything, thinking that he will become a millionaire. And then within 1 day, everything crashed. From that position, came down. So he cannot be renounced. He cannot say, I renounce. Because he has nothing. He is forced to renounce. But Krishna is not like that. He created the entire world, but he gives freedom to us. He gives freedom to us. He doesn't like us to be a robot. You're all family people. Do you like having your children like a robot? Do you want them to behave like a normal human beings and reciprocate with you out of love? And Krishna also like that. He doesn't force us. So that's the renounced nature of Krishna. Although he possesses everything, But he says, no, I don't directly interfere. That's the quality of renown Krishna has. Even one of these qualities somebody possesses, they become very attractive, right? And Krishna possesses all of them incomplete. Samagrasya. Samagrasya means incomplete. So that is why he is called Bhagwan. Krishna. Krishna means all attractive. And whatever attracts us in this world is there in an ocean, depth in Krishna. And that Krishna, he is telling Arjuna, Arjuna, why, how did you instruct? There he is telling, you and me took so many births, but I remember you forget. In the next verse, he is telling, although I am unborn, my transcendental body never deteriorates. And although I am the Lord of all living entities, by my internal potency, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. And Krishna is telling, he doesn't take birth like us. He doesn't take birth like us. But still he comes, appears, as if he is taking birth from Vasudeva and Devaki. We only don't take birth. Only body takes birth. Because soul never takes birth, never dies. And what to speak of Krishna? He says, but why he comes? How he comes? Through his internal attachment. And in the next verse, and again, sorry, before we go, he is telling, I appear in my original transcendental form. Not that he changes, in original transcendental form. As he is Krishna. And in the next verse, he tells you, he gives a mission statement and vision statement. Like every company has vision and mission. What do you want to do? How you want to do? He says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glane bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujhamne. Very famous word. After Matrix became very famous. He says, whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. And Krishna is telling, I descend myself. How he descended at the current moment? He descended 5,000 years ago. Now he is returned. He has gone back. But he still appeared. What are the different forms? Krishna appeared at the current moment you can directly access. Bhagavad Gita, very good, his words, because his being an absolute truth, there is no difference between his words and himself. It's like a government makes a policy. Although government, prime minister may not be there, but the words which he is given has the same value. Correct. So you may be getting a traffic signal jump, chalana. You may not say, oh, this is just chalana, directly person didn't tell me. I will say, our words are non-different here. So similarly, Krishna's words are non-different to Krishna. That's one. Any other form? Mahamantra. The name of the Lord is non-different to him. Even in the material world, in our daily interaction, say if your father's name or mother's name you hear, immediately they will come in your picture. Any person whom you love so much, they immediately come in your picture. And all the feelings will come along with that name, because everything linked to that particular name. And Krishna being the absolute truth, he is non-different. And it is mentioned in the scriptures, Kalikale Namarupe Krishna Avatar. In the Kali Yuga, Krishna appears in Namarupa. And what else? Vigraha, Archa Vigraha, correct? So Archa, Shiladi. So there is no difference between Krishna and his form. Same like, you take photo of somebody, loved one. There is no difference. When you see the photo, you feel the same satisfaction. That's what video calls are all. You feel very close to it. And Krishna is like that. What else? That's the name again. Prashadam? Yeah. Immediately we may not feel, but slowly. Bhagavatam. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the sages ask question. One of the questions, okay, Krishna Swadhamo Upagate, Dharma Jnanadi. So he has written along with Dharma and Jnana, where does the religious principles took place? Shelter. And the same Sutta Goswami, he replies, in Kali Yuga, Lord appeared as Bhagavatam. There is no difference between the Lord and Bhagavatam. The narrations about the Lord. So that's why having Bhagavatam is not different from having the Lord in our home. So that's Bhagavatam. And what else? I think so all this we can approach. And Krishna is telling, I appear year after year, millennium after millennium, every time in these forms. So that's, and next he tells, we will finish in 5 minutes. He says, Paritranaya sadhana, why he appears? Paritranaya sadhana, vinashaya sudushkuta, dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge. To deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium. When did he appear? 5,000 years ago. That's recently. You know what is the length of Brahma's day?
432,000.
It is said in Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, the Sahasra Yuga Paryantam, Arthat Brahmana Vidu. So one day of Brahma is Sahasra Yuga. Sahasra Yuga means 1,000 Yuga cycles. So one Yuga cycle contains 4 Yugas. What are those? Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. And Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. Oh, sorry, yeah, 4 lines. Multiply by 2 is Dwapara Yuga. Multiply by 3 is Treta Yuga. Multiply by 4 is Satya Yuga. Combined everything. That is one Yuga cycle. Like the 1,000 Yuga cycles is Brahma's day. Brahma's day, 1 day, 12 hours. In that 1 day, Krishna appears once. What is the probability of somebody taking birth close to Krishna's appearance? In this big number, what is the probability? We cannot even imagine. We cannot even imagine, isn't it? If somebody took birth, how fortunate he would be. And what is the probability that just after Krishna left 5,000 years ago, taking birth?
We would have definitely been there, right?
We may be there or may not, but imagine just 5,000 years after Krishna appeared, we got the birth. In that 1 day of Brahma's lifetime, how much close we are. Still you can go to Vrindavan where he appeared. Still you can see Govardhan Hills. Still you can see his footprints.
Doesn't he appear in each of the Dwapara Yuga of that 1,000
No.
things?
Once. In 1,000 Yuga cycles, once. Only once. Yeah, yes. And different Dwapara avatars are there. They are Yuga avatars, they come and go, come and go.
If in different Dwapara Yuga, he comes in different forms.
Yes. Only in the particular Dwapara Yuga where the Yuga Sandhya happened, where the Treta Yuga and Dwapara Yuga exchange, in that Yuga cycle he appears. That's why it's very special. And immediately after Krishna's appearance, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared just 500 years ago. That's why the form which we got, the opportunity which we got now is not so, easily estimated. It's very rare. So it depends on us how to utilize it.
So I thought that in every Yuga cycle, Dwapar Yuga comes, that Mahabharata happens. So it doesn't, Mahabharata doesn't happen in the Yuga cycle. Once in thousand years of Brahma, it happens.
Because other Dwapar Yugas, different yugas are responding. And in the next verse, Krishna is telling, yes, we got the opportunity. We know now Krishna, but we need to know Tattvataha. Krishna says, Janma karma, we can repeat after me. Janma karma cha me divyam. Evam yo vetti tattvataha. Yattva dekam punarjanma. Naiti mam eti so arjuna. Janma means birth, karma, work, cha also, me means of mind, divyam, transcendental. So Krishna's birth and work are divyam, transcendental. And Krishna later says, anyone, Vyakti means noise. Tattvataha means in reality, in actuality. You need to know not just, oh, Krishna ko manta hu, Ram ji ko manta hu. No. When Krishna is telling Janma Karma Chume Divyam, they are all transcendental, but Tattvataha, let them include reality. Then what is the result? Yattva Deham Punarjanma. If we know that, we need not to take birth again. Yattva Deham Punarjanma, Naiti Mameti Soarjuna. Translation: one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, takes his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode Arjuna. So that's the rarest opportunity we got to know Krishna's why he appears, although he is Ajopisan. He is never takes birth, but he is coming. Abhyayatma is never deteriorates. Like us, our body deteriorates, but his body never deteriorates. And why he is coming millennium after millennium? So we have to learn that in full. So that's the opportunity we have. On Janmashtami, we have to prepare ourselves to accept, okay, he came not for some other purpose. He came to take us, to attract us. So all the different activities Krishna performed to attract us. In the holy name we got that is also for that. And to know more his activities, Bhagavatam is there for us. And Bhagavatam, having Bhagavatam in home is not different to having Krishna at home. So this is very important, reading this. And we have to cultivate that habit, of reading every day. If you have some life's mission, any exam you want to crack, or any job interview you want to crack, that becomes our mission, right? We want to do it. And our life mission, we don't want to take birth again. We want to go back. So we have to cultivate that every day. It depends on how much your time you can spend, but spend at least some time. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Cultivate a habit of reading Bhagavatam every day. Every day one verse is okay, no problem. And Bhagavad Gita. Because we got that rarest opportunity just to take birth 5,000 years after Krishna. Greatest probability we can have. Okay, I'll stop. Very late. We will discuss questions if you have while having Prashadam. We can discuss. Is that okay? Hare Krishna.